Okay, here we go. It is Monday night at 6:30. You know what that means? That means we are live here on YouTube, and I'm going to help you guys learn how to heal yourself. It's really quite simple. We have, through our own ignorance, we have backed up our sewer system of the body, which is the lymph system. We've clogged it up with all kinds of acid-forming, mucus-forming foods that we had no idea were going to harm us. They taste so darn good. How could they harm us? But slowly over the years and decades, we back up. Some people back up much quicker, but I think it pretty much gets everybody. So eventually, you're going to have to detox if you want to remain healthy. So it's better to learn this before things get too out of control. It makes it a lot easier to do your deep cleaning and healing work. So basically, it's just about cleaning up that lymphatic system. It's some say 3 to 5 times bigger than the blood system. It's a huge system. Your cells dump their cellular waste into this system, which is an acid waste. So it needs to be cleaned. And what happens when we take in a lot of mucus-forming foods, it all gunks up and it can't be cleaned at the lymph nodes and then go out the kidney door. We eat a lot of proteins in our Western diet, and that is really, really hard on the kidneys. It blocks them up, and they lose their ability to filter. So it's real simple to fix, but can we do it? Can we rise up to the occasion and get it done? That's the big question. Can we, control the tongue? In other words, can we control the taste buds and get away from the things that smell and taste so darn good because they've been virtually designed that way by scientists? A lot of these major food companies have got a lot of guys in white lab coats, believe it or not. McDonald's has a whole building dedicated to that, where they experiment with chemicals. So they have ways of tricking you. You know, MSG is one of the most famous taste bud trickers there is. But these things are detrimental to us. They're neurotoxins, a lot of them. They're acid forming, mucus forming, and they obstruct the body's flow of energy, the flow of the natural healing forces that without getting too spiritual here, that are everywhere, that run through us. When you break your leg and go to the doctor doesn't really fix that leg. A mysterious force, if you will, comes in and heals you. And, they might get it, somewhere in alignment and stabilize things, but that healing force is what heals you. And this mysterious invisible force is what we're going after, what we're trying to get out of the way of. All we're doing here is we're just getting out of the way of this awesome, awesome power of nature that got you here, that can heal you. And so we go back to natural foods. We go back, we back engineer kind of, and we find out what are the foods we're supposed to be eating. What did this whole natural system design for us to be eating? Once you understand that, then the healing can really take place, because those natural foods are also healing, and they're also going to dissolve the obstructions that you put in with your endless breadsticks at the Olive Garden. And if you were anything like me, Fruit Loops and Cheetos and all these fake chemicals, you can just look at the color and see it. When I was a kid, I used to think it was kind of neat to see these glowing Fruit Loops. They had really strange, the lime ones especially, really strange lime colors and all that. I thought they were fun. I had no idea. And a lot of us don't. But we're waking up. Thanks to the high-speed internet, we're able to get a lot of videos and just a lot of teaching. And if we have discernment, we can put together the pieces and figure this out ourselves. And a lot of us are. So it's really great that we have this technology to help us. So I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad everybody is interested in this. It's really amazing. Well, I started doing these about a year and a half ago. I had no idea people were even going to listen to me. And now we're approaching 1 million views. So it's really quite incredible. I'm really astonished, actually. And Dr. Morse's site is growing leaps and bounds, and Gino over at Masterfast system is growing leaps and bounds. When I joined him in October, 600 people were at his Facebook page. Now there's over 15,000 and growing. So this is really, really, really a great, great thing because it works and it's simple. And as soon as you can get control of things, you'll be on the path. It does take a little bit of work and sacrifice. Going to bed hungry is kind of a hard one, because I'm doing the master fast right now, so I do dry fasting every night. I don't have anything to eat or drink for at least 12 hours. So going to bed hungry is kind of an issue. And then, just having fruit and juices and things like this can be a problem for a lot of people. They're scared of fruit. We're scared of the natural world more than we are scared of the chemical world. I mean, people think nothing about going and, drinking a big, liter of soda, which is 3-4 pH, really acidic. But you say, okay, here, have a cup of this herbal tea, and they'll go, oh my gosh, is a cup too much? Should I have a half a cup? They freak out over that, but they don't freak out over the man-made crap, that really hurts you bad. So we just got to deprogram ourselves. We've got to get back in line with nature. We got to put our trust back in nature. That's where it's all at, and it's pretty simple. Just getting off of the junk. It's very addictive too. There's probably chemicals in there that really addict us. Get our serotonin, our feel-good chemicals in the brain fired up, and once we come off them, we feel really lousy. I know meat eaters have a hard time coming off because, they say, well, I can't do this because every time I eat meat, I feel strong and really good, and when I come off meat, I feel really weak and depressed. And I say, well, you're actually getting the neurotransmitters of that animal that went to slaughter. They're not stupid. They see their friends hanging up on a meat hook. They smell the blood. They hear the screams. They know. So they start pumping adrenaline out, and that's what you're getting. That's why you feel so darn good. But this is false. It will lead you to more kidney blockage, more lymphatic buildup, more acidosis, more acids chewing at all your cells, and the weak spots are going to go down. And they have a million names for all these things that are all the same thing. It's systemic acidosis. It's acids in the lymphatic system chewing you apart, blocking up the glands, blocking up the organs, the brain, the heart, the lungs, kidneys, liver, all the glands, the thyroid, parathyroid, pancreas, adrenals, pituitary, you name it. So that's it. So anyways, I am really, really detoxing right now, you guys. If I'm low energy, please forgive me. I ended up traveling this weekend, had to go back over to Catalina, where my dad's house was, and take care of a lot of matters over there. Ended up working a lot and traveling a lot of traffic, things like that. And I was doing the master fast, which is grape and lemon juice and some other things. But it was really intense on me. And then did some dry fasting too. And so it's, if I'm a little bit low energy, please forgive me. I do want to say, if you're squeamish, turn off your sound for a second. But I got my first worm of this master fast. It was a foot-long worm, you guys. It was right there in the toilet. A big old worm that just did not like me just having grape juice and lemon and some herbs and some psyllium pudding. Was not very happy with their new home and their new diet, so they were ejected. So I'm really, really happy about that. So it's great. I had mucoid plaque this round on day 1.5. Took me 8 days to get mucoid plaque the last time I did one of these. So day 1.5. This is much easier this time, much easier. So it does get easier, and the cleaning, I guess, happens much quicker. So, but actually, I'm feeling energized, you guys, because talking to you and helping you guys is what this is all about. So I'm actually feeling a lot better now. Right before this broadcast, I was kind of mopey. I'm like, can I do this? But I guess I'm kind of getting my second wind thanks to all of you guys. You're probably sending me a lot of love out there, and I'm feeling you, and I really thank you. You guys really helped me get through some tough times, so I really appreciate that. So let's go ahead and let's jump into some questions here. Okay, we're starting to get some questions coming in, so let's try to take care of everybody here. YouTube is saying we got a new chat room. They want to start monetizing. I don't know what this is about. Probably put ads in our chat room now. No, thank you. Helen's aboard. All right, Helen. All right, great. She's part of our group. We have a group. It's a group fast, juice fast, detox, whatever you want it to be. I'm not telling you to do anything. You can do the master fast system, do Dr. Morse's detox, do whatever you're doing. I trust that you've done your homework and are doing this safely. But I'm just providing inspiration. The group is really good. We're just basically trading little notes, our worm and mucoid plaque stories and headaches and body aches and healing episodes, things like that. And just providing love and inspiration to each other. It's really good. We had somebody come on the board the other day and really drop some negativity, and I gotta say, it stuck out like a sore thumb. It was like, wow, where did this come from? Because we're just all about love and helping each other heal. And somebody was dropping some some bombs on us, and my initial reaction was, oh gosh darn it, but I got quickly in touch with my higher, better self, I hope, and just said, they're not trusting, and they just they can't believe that there's people out there that actually really care and that are just in it to help you heal. So that's what we're about over at that board. It was just stuck out like a sore thumb, but I understand it. I just said, come back when you're willing to support and love us, but otherwise leave, because we're just all about love and support. But you're welcome back when you're ready to do that, and I honestly mean that. I really do. I don't give up on anybody, but we're all we're all in this together. So anyways, so I haven't seen him on the board, so whatever, it's all good. So anyways, Helen, aha, hello, I'm listening tonight, love these shows. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Helen. Thanks for being part of our group there. It's I always get the name wrong. It's Group Fast Spring Equinox 2017. Group Fast Spring Equinox 2017. We started right on the spring equinox, March the 20th. Came a little bit early this year, so very auspicious time. The sun has crossed the equator, and now the sun is moving up into the northern hemisphere. Our days are getting longer, hence we're starting out in daylight, and then we're going to move into darkness as this show goes on. So I've got everything set up. I got a light over here, and I've got the window blocked for the sun rays, and so we're back in the springtime. It's really great. It's so beautiful here in Ventura. Southern California is really gorgeous. We got a lot of rain, so we're doing great. Hope you guys are too. Okay, so we got Z Christine is back. Hi, Z Christine. Second week in a row. Awesome. We've got B. We got B here. Hey, Mark. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, B here. I got the Giovanna kidney with the lymph booster today. It tastes and smells very good. Awesome. Yeah, I improved the smell of it with a little bit of lavender. I'm going to add some other things in just to get the taste as good as possible. I get very few complaints about the taste, by the way. People seem to like it even before I added those things in. So it's got a real herbal kind of nutty thing. So anyways, good. We got DV Jacobs. Hey, Mark. Hey, DV. We got Hannon back. Hannon's been a lot of shows with us. Thanks, Hannon. Good evening. MSG causes my vision to blur. Yeah, me too. I get intense headaches. I feel like my eyes are drying out, and I feel like my brain is drying out too. It's really, yeah, it's bad stuff. And I got bad news for you guys. I mean, I got good and bad news. The cleaner you get, the more you're going to get hit by these bad things. In other words, if you have a cheat, you eat the wrong things, either consciously or subconsciously, you're going to get hit hard because there's nothing buffering you. There's not all this mucus built up in your body that will buffer that kind of stuff. That's what it's there for. Mucus buffers acids and toxins. When you remove that, you're wide open. So you're not going to get away with these things. I just told my story about going to this Chinese restaurant and having a little bit of this hot and sour soup. And, it had MSG. It tasted really super flavorful, super salty kind of. I had a couple bites. I go, this has got MSG. It has to. And sure enough, that night the headaches, and it felt like my brain stem was just inflamed. It was horrible. Anyways, yeah, that's the bad news. You can't tolerate the crap. So if you have your cheat clean, you know, do the best you can. If you don't know that restaurant, start slow. Have a salad, have some fruit before you go, so you're not tempted to eat a lot, and you'll be fine. Um, Z Christine, it's been hard to start and join you in the fast. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to start. It's hard to get through that first hump. The first 4 or 5, days a week is the hardest part. I told my story last week about my daughter having that waffle in the morning, and I smelled it, and I immediately went into this intense hunger pain. I have no hunger pains, you guys. I'm not hungry at all, and I have no cravings at all. I don't know if it's just me, if it's a rare thing, but I'm not craving anything, and I'm just fine. I have to remember to drink my juice and things like that. So and have my herbs and all that. So yeah, I'm all through that. Just yeah, I think what it was is I was just doing too much, moving too fast, going too many places, and while detoxing, and it just kind of hit me. And yeah, just to try to, when you're doing the dry fasting, try to rest. And even this, I mean, okay, you saw me surfing and skiing and all that, but just don't really power 24/7 for days in a row. It'll kind of catch up to you. I'm learning that. This is only my second one of these, so I'm learning too. I just like to report what I'm doing as I go, which I'm doing on the board, by the way, on the Facebook page. I'm reporting every day on what's going on with me, just to keep a diary, just to help people, just to share what I'm going through. Hopefully it helps people. We got Serena. It's fun to the sunshine behind you. Yeah, we get these great streaks. I blocked a lot of them out, but it's kind of neat. And then this main light will start taking over here. So yeah, good to see you, Serena. We got blue karma bullies, blue karma bullies. Hi, Mark and everyone. Roy here. Hey, Roy. Anyone know if anyone has done the master fast for a dog? I don't know. I don't know if they'll drink grape juice, will they? I don't think my dog will. Bitsy's sleeping back there, by the way. We played hard, so she would crash out. But she knows. She knows once the light goes on that I'll be unavailable for a couple hours. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I give my cat and dog Parasite M, a couple drops, and some kidney, a couple drops. The cat is no worms. Great, yeah, and he had a problem with the worms. Gary Nemesis, does eating wheat impact the psyllium pudding and cause constipation? Because I had this problem. Yeah, wheat is really inflammatory. I had to completely give it up. It was actually the first thing that I did. I was trying to heal fibromyalgia, as a lot of you know, and the first thing that got me on the path successfully was giving up wheat and dairy. That had a huge difference, you guys. And wheat is super inflammatory, super mucus causing. And they've jacked the wheat. They messed with the protein back in the 70s to try and get a bigger protein yield out of the wheat, and they've ruined it. And it hurts a lot of people. A lot of people debunk the whole gluten thing. It's real. I mean, at least for me, I can only speak for me. It is real for me. If I have more than just a little bit of wheat, I feel it, and I get really sore intestines, and I can't, my side to side stretches is where I really know what's going on. So when I'm doing my side to side, it really, really does hurt, you guys. So yeah, I would avoid wheat at all costs, especially while doing the psyllium pudding. So you're probably doing the master fast, so that wouldn't be a part of it anyways. But yeah, wheat is the enemy, and dairy is the enemy, big time, big time. Yeah, just getting rid of gluten, which is in the wheat, and casein, which is in the milk. These are both the proteins. Casein is the milk protein. Your body thinks it's a foreign protein. It starts hitting it as a inflammatory response with white blood cells, and you form mucus and pus in the body. Okay. DV Jacobs, how do you deal with being gassy? Seems like if I don't drink much, I get more filtration, but if I drink more grape juice, I get more bowel movements. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So how do you deal with being gassy? Well, okay, so gassy, eat the right foods. Okay, steak and potatoes, right? The worst combination, because you got proteins on one side and you got carbs, complex carbs on the other side. Two different digestive enzymes, two different functions. Your body's going to release a lot of of the acids to dissolve the meat. And yeah, just a lot going on in that stomach. It can't deal with, so it just sits there and putrefies, and it ferments and rots and turns to gas. Okay, so food combinations. But if you're doing grape juice and lemons, and herbs, I mean, there's nothing really to combine there. So if you're still getting gassy doing that, you got a lot of GI tract work to do. You got to get the pus and mucus and obstructions out of that, and you may have some pancreatic issues too. So let's deal with that. So it seems like if I don't drink much, I get more filtration. Yeah, that's sort of a thing that we're finding out thanks to Gino at the Master Fast, brought to us by Hildy Larson, who brought us this information at the Dr. Morse group, and we tried it and got a lot of filtration by dry fasting. So not a lot of fluids. The less fluid you take in, the more it helps those kidneys. They kind of turn in on themselves, I think, and start to working on themselves if they're not having to keep flushing. So, but if I drink more grape juice, I get more bowel movements. Yeah, grapes, they're very stimulating, and they do help the bowels move for sure. They just, they dissolve mucus. They're wonderful. They're highly energetic, and they dissolve mucus. They get the obstructions out, so everything functions better. Stephanie Ross is on board. All right, Stephanie. You are glowing. Your skin is so clear. Wow, incredible. It must be the lighting. I don't know. Thanks, though. I did wash my face with some Dr. Bronner soap. Maybe that's a good plug for them. I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Your coloring is awesome. It must be the lighting, guys. I really felt I looked like crud coming into this because I am detoxing. I'm losing weight too. In the first 10, 15 days, you start losing weight. At least this is just me. And then you get real scared, and then it starts to stabilize. Guys, hold on one second. I gotta plug in this laptop, or we're gonna lose it. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I got a laptop warning sign. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah, the weight will stabilize and all that. So, good. But thanks, Steph. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. Be here. I'm on day 3 of the Master Fast. Great. Haven't started using the pudding and didn't do an enema yet. Well, okay, you got to do that. Guys, if you're not doing the enemas and you're not doing the pudding, you're gonna back up with acids and toxins. Okay, so this is super important. It really truly is. Do not do the Master Fast unless you're going to do the Master Fast, and there's a lot of learning curve that takes place there, and there's a lot of different moving parts to that. It's not that hard, but you got to study it, and you got to do every aspect of it. Gino's very strict about that. In fact, he said don't give any Master Fast advice other than steer them over to my Facebook page, and we'll help them there with our trained administrators. But I can tell you right now that you got to do the whole Master Fast, okay? Having diarrhea from day 2, should I do an enema while having diarrhea? And also, should I have the pudding now? Okay, so take that over to the Master Fast system board. Let them know what you did. Be honest with them that you weren't doing the pudding, you weren't doing the enemas, okay? And then have them get you back in line. There might be some things they can do to get you back on board, okay? They may tell you to stop. I don't even want to comment there, okay? Because they're really dialing this thing in. Okay, so I don't mean to shove you off with that question, but that's something for them, okay? All right, so good luck, and guys, do the herbs, do the enemas, you got to. I told my story to my group that I didn't bring my enema kit when I went over to my dad's house, and I suffered greatly. I had to come back because I was really backing up. My back was really sore, right under the ribs and things. So you got to do that. Guys. When you're on grape juice and lemon, you are moving a lot of toxins and acids. That is a super powerful combination. It really truly is. It's hard for you to keep up with if you're doing one bowel movement a day or less. A lot of people do less than that. So you're not going to be moving the toxins out that you need to move out. So you need to assist it with the enemas and the herbs. The herbs are going to help keep those kidneys moving. They're going to help, just keep everything moving. The lymphers will pull that lymph and get it flowing. the GI tract stuff. You got to keep all that moving. The herbs that will help. The psyllium pudding soaks up a lot of those acids and toxins. So Parambody, please, you gotta do that. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. Parambody, be here. You got to do that. Okay. So get over to the board. Have them help you ASAP. Okay. Don't want to hurt yourself, you guys. This is serious business. I mean, you're doing high levels of detoxification and healing when you get on this grape juice and lemon combination. You really truly are. I can't underestimate it. It's fantastic, but you got to do it. You got to do the right things. Okay. Parambody, hey Mark, glad to be here. Glad you're here, Parambody. You've been a steady participant here. Love it. I'm on day 8. Yes, yeah, you joined with us. I suddenly have to perform very physically demanding work. Yeah, as I did. I don't think I can do it only on juice. I'm not there yet. What should I do? Well, I'm gonna make a comment here. I know what I would do. I would back off. Um, there's the hybrid master fast where you can have a salad or fruit, um, of one fruit meal and still get some high healing. I'm probably going to move to that pretty soon, just to a hybrid because I got a lot going on here too. I got a lot of things going on in work and in life and everything. So I might do that as well, as long as I can keep the mucoid plaque coming out. So yeah, there's the super hybrid master fast too, where you're doing some kind of a the jam fruit preserves. So there's things again at the master fast board. This is a great comment for them, but that's just what I would do, Parambody. I would everybody's individual. Some people really need to stick on that master fast and really do the deepest healing they can. They're in real trouble. Others have time. Slow and steady completes the race. So if you have time, you don't have to go as fast in my opinion. Z Kirstine, I love watching Dr. Morse. Then I found you. So both of you are my favorites to learn from. Great. Thank you so much. All right. Great. Awesome. Man, I'm not in the league of Dr. Morse, you guys. He's just 47 years in this, and he's really the man. But thank you very much. If I can just teach things, maybe my style is a little bit better for you to learn these things. That's great too. But he has such a wealth of knowledge. You can ask him just about any question. So DV Jacobs, also regarding kidney filtration, I seem to only get good filtration when dry fasting. Is this normal? Yeah, a lot of people have that. Just continue the dry fast, and the kidneys will get stronger and stronger. And always do the herbs too. When you're not dry fasting, and stay away from the proteins and all that gunk, those grains and dairy, and all those chemicals. And the kidneys will get stronger and stronger, and the body will get stronger and stronger. And those channels of healing will open up. And the fasting, it's been found with numerous studies. The fasting at USC studies were saying that when you're fasting, the stem cells turn into immune cells, so your immune system gets stronger. And stem cells, of course, are just cells that aren't programmed yet, so it turns them into immune cells. So it's just such a win-win. It's absolutely amazing. And again, the testimonials are pouring in. I'm getting a lot of them too. I'm going to start posting, but Gino's done a great job at the Master Fast board and posting all those testimonials. So I think Dr. Morse is working on them too. So a lot of testimonials are really validating that we're on the right path here, and things are evolving and growing. So it's wonderful. Linda Storms, thank you for the live session. You bet. Mark, I love these to look forward to on Monday evenings. Yeah, Monday's kind of, if you're not a Monday Night Football person, right? I don't even know what's on TV. I don't have a TV, but yeah, Monday's a good night to kind of get our week going right. And yeah, just, I thought it was a good night to get things, going for the week. Stephanie, be here. The pudding mix may control the diarrhea by absorbing the toxins that may be causing the diarrhea. I'm not a doctor. Okay, good. That's good advice. Yeah, I know that Dr. Morse has stomach and bowels. I think it's number 0 or number 1. I think it's number 0. God, check on me on that. But I think he said number 0 is one that will back off the diarrhea. It has a lot of things to absorb, but that's a good tip, Stephanie. I'd look into that. Be here. Look into Stephanie's tip. Yeah. Just signed. Be here. Just signed for Dr. Morse's Detoxification Level 1 course. Very excited about it. Yeah, lots of people are starting to get their detox certificates. Wonderful. We could use more healers. Definitely use more healers. And also, it's such a great education for you and your loved ones, your family, your friends, maybe even your pets. It's great knowledge. It's so simple. And Dr. Morse is such a great teacher. He simplifies everything. He's got such energy and enthusiasm. And, yeah, when you get those DVDs, or if you go out to Florida to take the courses, you'll be in his live presence, which is certainly something really amazing. Helen, finding something you love doing helps take up the time when you're just thinking of not being allowed the normal food. Yeah, I find artworking helps me. You look great, by the way. Thank you so much. Wow, the lighting must be really. Maybe washing my face before these things is a good idea. Yeah, so just preoccupied with doing some neat things, I think, is a good idea. Just to help the time pass by. Yeah, it's not all about food, you guys. I think that we're so conditioned by the corporations. A lot of our budget's on food, so of course we're being targeted and programmed by society to love certain foods, and it's become part of our culture. There's this guy Edward Bernays. Now, Edward Bernays, a fantastic documentary, you guys. It's called The Century of the Self, and it's on YouTube. It's free. The Century of Self, or Century of the Self. Edward Bernays was, I think, the nephew of Sigmund Freud. So, he was working for the Tavistock Institute in England and learning about. They started out as a benevolent institute, trying to find out how to help the veterans that were shell shocked, that were traumatized by the war with the PTSD, and they got into how the mind works. But then he turned sinister, in my belief, and he started working for Madison Avenue on how to control people and get them to do certain things. And one of his great successes was they said, hey, one of the big tobacco companies said, hey, we want to get women to smoke, okay? Only the men are smoking because it's a macho thing. So we want the women to smoke. So how do we get these women to smoke? We're going to up our revenue. And who cares if it's giving them lung disease and cancer and heart disease? Who cares? We're going to up our revenue. That's how much these corporations think about you, by the way. Anyways, so he says, I got a great idea. So what happened was, in the Macy's parade, this is back, I think, in the 30s or 20s, a long time ago, he said, okay, you hired a bunch of the Rockettes, or a bunch of women with long legs, and he put them in short skirts, and he had them march up to where the cameras were. There weren't, of course, television cameras at the time, but the newsreel cameras. March up to where the cameras were and stop at a certain designated spot and hike up their skirts. And there was a garter belt with a pack of cigarettes in there. They were to take it out and light it up right there. And they called them freedom torches. And they basically sold it as, if a man can smoke, it's a woman's right to smoke too. It became like a woman's right issue. And it just blew up. All of a sudden, all the women were smoking. So yeah, we got to break this conditioning. It's a cultural conditioning, and it's a corporate scheme to enrich them, and to, it doesn't matter if you're a casualty of that. So anyways, that's how I feel. I think the food companies are the same way. They hide certain things. They hide the glyphosate, that Roundup. They hide. One of the head guys over at Monsanto said, "Oh, Roundup's perfectly safe. I'll drink a quart, anytime." And the guy said, "Really? Here, I'll go get one." And the guy says, "No, I won't do that. Are you crazy?" So they know. I hear the executive dining room. They have two separate ones. One for the executives that have that's all organic. So they're a bunch of fakes. Anyways, it's all about profits. Watch yourself. That's all I gotta say. But we have free will. The divine creator gave you supreme free will, so you can do whatever you want. That's the good and bad news. But educate yourself. Don't be ignorant, so you make the right choices, because we are supreme beings and we can do whatever we want. All right. So, all right. So where'd I go here? Yeah. Okay. So, thanks, Stephanie. We'll have it today. Okay. So Be Here's going to do that. Z. Christine, you look great. Mark. God, thanks everybody. This is really nice. You seem really high. Nice energy, Stephanie. Yeah. No, no, I didn't smoke any herb or nothing, but I get, maybe I was a little bit mopey today because of the detox, and now I'm back with my tribe. That's the good news, you guys. When we have these little groups and all that, and we're a family, we're a tribe here. We can pick up on each other's energy, and I guess I feel your love, and I hope you feel mine. So good, yeah. My energy feels really good now. Thank you. Sheila, hi Mark. Looking forward to this evening's conversation. Yeah, Sheila, we had a long talk today, so good to see you here, Sheila. Awesome. DV Jacobs. Also, uh, can too many lemons cause acid reflux? I would think so. If you're not ready, look at those are super high healers. They're acid fruits, but they dissolve mucus, so they're actually alkalizing fruits. They're the most alkalizing. Anything that dissolves mucus and gets the flow going will remove the acids out of the body. So yeah, it's a catch-22 there. But yeah, a lot of people can't handle the lemons. They can cause some acid reflux. Yeah, so I would cut back on that definitely. Some people are so sensitive that they only do a drop or two of lemon juice per quart of grape juice. So whatever you have to do, if it's just a couple drops, Gino says that still helps. Okay. All right, Parambody. Mark, are you going to be attending Level 1 Dr. Morse course in May? No, I can't make that. I was invited to go out there and be there with you guys, but my daughter is actually heading to Peru with her boyfriend. They're going to go for 6 weeks down there. So I've got to mind the shop. She's working with me, and I've got to mind everything. It's going to be an intense time, actually. But yeah, I wish I could go there. A lot of people, a lot of the I guess where we'd be called the alumni, go out for the level one. I know they had a big level one last year with Hildy and Steve Factor and I think maybe Shane Golden was out there, and just a lot of the heavyweights were out there at level one just to provide support for everybody. I did go to level two last year. That was awesome. That was awesome. So that was in the end of September, early October. Stephanie, which herbs are you using? Are they with alcohol or teas? I'm only doing the teas, you guys. I'm getting away from the alcohol tinctures. I'm just making the teas. Um, I'm just trying that. Because Giovanna, we have all those boosts, and they have all you can make the tinctures out of all these boosts. We have the lymph, we have the liver, gallbladder, we got them all. So I'm just using those as a tea and making a super strong tea. I'm doing 12 of the boosts, pancreas and brain, the nervous system, the circulation, all that, and making the teas. I have to make them every 3 or 4 days. That's the difference, the tincture store. But I just want to see what it'd be like. And actually, the teas are super strong, and I have to water them down a little bit and just sip them throughout the day. But they're very strong and no alcohol, and you can adjust the strength as you go and all that. So I'm just doing that. They seem to be working really good. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So Cat Aaron Davis. I stopped eating cows and pigs in '89. Good for you. And chickens and fish about 3 years ago. Awesome. Healing from Lyme disease. Lyme disease is systemic acidosis, in my view, and Dr. Morse's view. Juicing and solid vegetables. Okay, good. Lots of pain. Can I drink more juice now? Wow, that's up to you. Your level of pain. What Doctor Schultz, who's a disciple of Doctor Christopher, what he says is that the problem the problem with natural healing is people don't do it hard enough. In other words, they're afraid to go strong, so they back off and they don't ever go hard enough. And but they'll take a bunch of pharmaceuticals, no problem. So I say don't dive in head first, but come in slowly. But know where your limit is and try to keep pushing that. It's kind of a bar, and you can kind of knock up against that bar a little bit and push that bar up a little bit each time. And you'll get stronger and stronger. So that's up to you. Your pain level is your level. Let me know where the pain is, okay? Because if it's in the GI tract or the kidneys, there's some herbs like marshmallow root and slippery elm that really, really calm things down. So you can try that. Just to soothe everything. These are very mucousy herbal teas that really coat the bowels. Really fantastic. You can't tincture them because they're so mucousy, but you can certainly make teas, and they coat everything, so they're really wonderful. So yeah, it's just hard to know, but congratulations on getting off of the animals. Yeah, I don't eat anything with a face. Man, I used to love it, but and the smell still drives me crazy. But I just yeah. Once I stopped after about 2 weeks, I got it. Something clicked in. It's like, yeah, we don't need to eat these things. I love animals. Why would I eat them? I don't need to eat them. There's plenty of vegan and even fruitarian bodybuilders out there and athletes. So it's a myth. It's another one of those myths that we have to eat meat. No, we don't. I don't even have to tell you that. There's plenty of research on that and plenty of people doing it. So you don't need it. Yeah, are you going to withdraw off those adrenaline neurotransmitters? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take you a bit. But you're over it in a week. Big deal. Okay. So Rosaline, hi Rosaline, for question for a friend. How many bottles of adrenal glandular is safe to take consecutively? And if you take them with adrenal herbs, should you alternate them BP 88/60 and taking licorice tea? All right. So again, everybody's different. But I don't like to use a lot of these glandulars. I think a bottle or two is all you need. You just want to kickstart the glands and then hit them with the herbs and of course the fruit to dissolve the mucus out of them, clean up everything. But sometimes we do need a bottle or two at the most to kickstart. And if it doesn't work, you can try again in 6-8 months. That's my take on it. Some people they'll take a glandular like adrenal glandulars for sure and they'll whack them out. Then they're not right for you, or you got to come in at a really low, like do a half a capsule and work up and see if you can work up. But it's you got to guide yourself there. Can you take them with adrenal herbs? Yeah, a lot of people do. Absolutely. Should you no, you can do them at the same time. A lot of people do. See what works for you again. So your blood pressure is really low. You're 88/60. So the licorice tea is wonderful. The licorice root is really, really fantastic for bringing up the adrenals. So that 88 number, the top number, the systolic number's got to get up to 120. So you got a long way to go. You got 32 points there. So now this is the conundrum. If you go up 32 on the adrenals and you don't fix the kidneys, you're at 92 on those kidneys. So low blood pressure is really high blood pressure. So that's sort of the conundrum there. So you got to be fixing the kidneys as you're fixing the adrenals, okay? Even with that perfect kidney number at 60. All right? So I hope that helps you. But yeah, pop a bottle. I would pop a bottle of that and see what happens. See if you can handle it. Okay, and stay on that licorice root. Keep an eye on those blood pressures and steer the course, Rosaline. You guys you become the navigators of your own vessel, and we're all different. I can only do so much. I answer emails every morning, you guys, so you can write to me or save your question for here like that. But navigate your own thing. Learn about the navigation and steer the course. But yeah, just a bottle or two. Okay, so DV Jacobs, also Mark, I got a worm out too. Yeah, this is great. It seems like to be broken up in pieces. Yeah, mine was all just one piece and not broken up. But God, it's just amazing. I couldn't believe it. But good. Yeah, we've got a lot of these worms, especially you sushi eaters or you pork eaters. We got them. We just pick them up from our animals. They're all over the place. I got a long way to go. Yeah, some people just kick out worm after worm. But certainly those anti-parasite herbs and that fruit, they hate that. They hate the alkalinity of that fruit. And they hate when you start washing away all those pockets of sludge. That's where they love to hang out. They love those horrible areas in the body. So yeah, Kat, yeah, yes, tons of love and light to you. Oh, thanks. Same to you. Absolutely. We're here. We're shining on each other. I love it. I love it. So good. All right. So let's see if the camera will focus. I'm going to sit back. All right. So here we go. It would be great if we do Zoom calls as Gino does on Saturdays. Yeah, I want to do that. Let's do a Zoom call, absolutely, which will give every one of us a chance to talk to you. Yeah, we should do that. I'm able to get a lot of people on this, but I should add one of those to the thing. I think I should communicate more with everybody. I think it's really necessary. But thank you for that tip. Yeah, I'm gonna get Zoom and do that. Zoom is where you can have up to 50 people Skype in. It's a really great group call. Thank you for that, Be Here. DV, also, is the Master Fast working on the transverse colon? Absolutely. Master Fast is the best colon cleanser I have ever found. Mucoid plaque on day 1.5, unbelievable. It's really an amazing colon cleaner. And how is this benefiting the pituitary? Well, the transverse colon comes across here, and it's directly, for some reason, the transverse colon and the head, you can transfer toxins and mucus up into the head from a dirty transverse colon. And if the colon isn't cleansed, the head will have a hard time draining. All right. TSH very low at 0.07. So yeah, the pituitary's down, probably sitting in a pool of mucus. Upper circulation herbs help. Getting those neurolymphatic points, draining, ear candling, hot and cold showers, all kinds of tricks. Stand on your head, get lymph moving up in that head, get that crap out, no pun intended, out of the bowels, definitely. And then again, these pituitary glandulars can pop it. So yeah, a lot of us have these issues. Look, if the pituitary is down, you can work on all the other glands. They don't seem to function because they're not getting communicated to. So you can spend all this money on these herbs and not get anywhere. It's very frustrating. So the pituitary is down in a lot of people. Z. Kirstine, I'm here for your inspiration. Thank you. I hope I'm inspiring you. I want much to be with you in this fast. I am mostly raw right now. Good. Jump on when you can. Just do your homework first, okay? Know what you're doing. We're glad to support you. And yeah, I'm gonna be getting better at my support in this group too. I want to have an invocation. I'm writing an invocation. I'm writing in a little bit of spiritual stuff to call in the healing. So I hope you guys don't mind. It's non-denominational. It's just calling in spiritual healing. So good. What did the worm look like or come from? Well, it was in the toilet bowl. Came from my bowels. It was just long and thin and kind of brownish. And I guess they call those rope worms. It wasn't a tapeworm. It wasn't flat. It was roundish. It kind of looked like one of those worms in the garden worm, but long one, maybe a little thinner. Mark, are you going to level 2 in the fall? I'd love to go. I'd love to go back for that. Yeah, maybe if I can break away. Yeah. I'll know more as by July I should know, but I'll let you guys know. Okay. All right. So DV Jacobs. Also, I noticed after filtration, my blood pressure dropped from 96 to 62. From 96 to 62 to 92 to 53. Is this normal? I'm working on this pretty tough. Are you doing the herbs? Yeah, you're dropping, you're cleansing, so pressure's coming out of those kidneys, but it looks like you have super weak adrenals, so you're going to have to pump up those adrenals in order to bring both numbers back up. All right. So yeah, the adrenal herbs, the licorice root, the adrenal glandulars, things like that are really, really helpful. But yeah, you're doing really good. You're moving mucus. So you're dropping that kidney pressure big time. Good for you. But you got to bring those adrenals up, okay? It's not that your adrenals are getting weaker; they're getting stronger. But you're now seeing the true adrenal weakness when you get those kidneys cleansed. All right, Darcy's in. Okay, good. Another one of our page members over at Facebook. Awesome, Darcy. Good to have you here. DV Jacobs, thanks, Mark. Thanks, DV. Absolutely. Serena, I passed a lot of worms on my day 16 of the Master Fast, and my digestion is so much better. It's so wonderful. Awesome news. That's great. Yeah, getting rid of worms really helps with digestion for sure, and everything really. They're just little vampires in you. And I'm sure they kick out a lot of negative energy, and they poop in you and all kinds of junk. Better to have them out. Good riddance. Good for you, Serena. Yeah, this nothing like this master fast for this bowel cleansing. Although, I talked to someone today and they gave me a good tip. They got me reacquainted with Blessed Herbs. They have a bowel detox kit over there. It's really, really fantastic. I mean, I haven't done it, but I looked at the herbs. It's amazing herbs in there. And he says it's just he's over in England. He says it's just unbelievable for bowel cleansing. Just a lot of stuff coming out. I haven't. I'm gonna look more into it. It looks pretty neat. But Masterfast has been amazing for me. Reiner's in the house. Okay, hey Mark, I'm new here. Welcome, Reiner. How do I make my family understand and accept what I'm doing? Reiner, what you got to do, what I had to do was I had to just do it, okay? And then I had to take the heat when I dropped the weight. And everybody goes, see, I told you you're gonna wither away. You're gonna do damage to yourself. I kept the faith, and I got through it. I got through the headaches and the body aches and all these things as I was moving a lot of toxins. And the weight came back up, and I started to look much better. I started to feel much better. And the same people that were criticizing me are going, hey, you know what? I've been doing some fruit, and that's pretty good, Mark. So, just don't push it on them. Don't force them. Don't argue with them. Just be an example, lead by example. And if you do really well, don't get smug about it. Don't do the I told you so's or see, I told you, none of that. Just say, hey man, I'm here to help. If you guys want my help, I'm always here. Just take a real neutral position on it. And, and just help, and they're gonna do it, but they're gonna think you're a freak. You are a freak. How did, I mean, God forbid people eating only fruit. How could they're going to wither away and die? So yeah, so just to have patience with them, and just you're gonna meet some opposition. But some of my worst critics have been my best people after a while. So I never give up, and I just look at it as not everybody's ready for this information. Not everybody is. I said last week, and I'm going to stick with it. Not everybody's really worthy of this yet. We're here. I think we're here to work out some karmic issues. So some of us have more dues to pay. I hate to say that. It's not that I'm passing that judgment, because if they want my help, I'm here 100%. Anybody, I pass no judgment. That's not my call. But some people have dues to pay. It's beyond my understanding fully. It really truly is. It's a spiritual thing. It's a karmic thing. But all I know is I try to figure it out, because I said, God, I presented such good information, such clear information. I've shown myself how I've healed. People can see it, and I've shown that you can do these things. You can go on fruit for a long time and all these things. And still they're not getting it. Still they're criticizing. Still they're coming down hard on me. But I still don't give up on them, right? When they're ready for whatever reason. When they've paid their karma, when they've gotten rid of the ignorance and the understanding, when their ego has subsided enough where they don't have to be right all the time, where they don't have to hold their position because they came up with that position, where they can change that position because their ego has subsided, then they can heal. Okay, so it's beyond us, Reiner. It's beyond us. All we can do is bless them and just lead by example, and you'll be just fine. You're going to attract plenty of people, trust me. DV, yes, Mark, cheated twice after pulling out mucoid plaque and felt terrible, like worse than before. Yeah, way worse than before. I mean, I honestly, if I, and not breaking a master fast, but if I kind of broke what I'm doing, which is basically, a high fruitarian diet with a few things thrown in there just for fun. If I had a Big Mac meal, I probably would die. I think I would die. I think I would seize up and die. And Dr. Bernard McFadden broke a fast. I think it was a water fast though, with boiled potatoes, and did die. But I think I could break like my clean lifestyle with a Big Mac meal and probably at least, be really, really plugged up for quite a long time. But I wouldn't want to do it. Parambody, hey Mark, what do you feed your cat and dog? I guess I'm not too good at that. I'm a sucker. I give Bitsy a little burger meat with, it's called Avenger's dog food. It's got some meat in it, but there's no grains whatsoever in there. It's got a lot of vegetables. So, yeah, I try to give her, I don't give her too many raw vegetables, but I give her the kibble portion has got a lot of vegetables in it. I guess I could do better. I guess I could really research more. Um, but she's very finicky. I got her spoiled. But same with the cat. I could do better. I could really research this and do better. If you guys can help me with some ideas, I'd really appreciate it because yeah, that's one of my weak spots, I think. But thank you. DV, what do you think about vitamin D supplements? Are they okay? I don't do them myself. I don't do any supplements. I don't do any isolated chemistries, as Dr. Morse puts it. I personally don't think they're necessary. Once you get absorption and utilization back up, okay? Especially in the GI tract and the adrenals, because a lot of utilization takes place there. You don't need them. But maybe, in the beginning, you want to come off them slowly and just let the body take over. But I don't really do them. I try to get sunshine too. That's really important, especially in these colder months. Have a sunroom, things like that. But yeah, I mean, if I would say that for some people they might be necessary because they just don't have the utilization they need. All right, I would stay as natural as possible. Okay, so Z Christine, I tried for the first time plasma pudding. I sort of did a master fast morning. I guess I'm doing it slow. Yeah, check in with the boys and girls over at Master Fast Board and get a little guidance there. But yeah, the plasma pudding, I guess it's called now. Yeah, it's just psyllium pudding and clay and charcoal. Wonderful for pulling toxins. But you got to combine it with those GI herbs because that'll help get things moving. When you put in all these things that really absorb and pull and all, and absorb all the toxins and provide a brush kind of bulk, you've got to move it with stuff. And the herbs, lymphatic herbs, and those GI herbs are really important, and also the fruit juices. Will this help bursitis fast? Any itis? Itis is inflammation. This is what we're doing. We're getting inflammation out of the body by dissolving the mucus that's turning to acids. And we're getting the kidneys open up and those lymph nodes open up. So everything, that whole system flows out. So any itis, that's what this is all about, is itises. And most of the stuff is itises. So fast, I don't ever put time limits on this because, real detoxification, real healing takes years, you guys. We can do a lot of work in 6 months, though. And we can feel a lot of relief the minute we stop putting in all these acid-forming foods. We can find relief very, very quickly. So yeah, yeah, just keep on the path, and it will come. Hannah, going back to Gary's question, I read grapes were toxic for dogs. Whether that's true or not, I read that too. I don't believe that. I mean, how could it be? How could it be? I mean, they're dissolving mucus. They're energizing. I looked into that at one time, and I think that's one of those myths. But the dogs know. I mean, they know. I remember I had a chocolate Labrador named Lola. What a great dog! But I would try to hide vegetables in her food, right? And she would gobble the carrots and the beets and all that stuff. And I don't think I ever did grapes, but I remember that I put a couple sliced mushrooms in there, and she wolfed that. She would, when dinner time came, that dog would wolf everything down, just gone in just like 7-10 bites, right? And I remember going, oh, good. So she ate the mushrooms. She liked the mushrooms. In the bottom of that bowl were those 3 slices of mushroom, and that was it. She was able to still gobble, but sort those out and not put them in her body. So chances are your dog's pretty smart and won't eat anything that's not going to be good. I don't know how she knew. I don't know who taught her that. Absolutely amazing. Blue Karma Bullies. Babalu, 11-year-old pit bull, is on 2 weeks of mostly master fast. Wow. We did a few days all raw. Vet wanted me to put him down 2 weeks ago. Cancer flared up. Wow, keep us posted about that. Blessings to Babalu. Let's all send Babalu blessings. It's amazing. Let us know. I'm learning. What do they say at the Master Fast Board? Have they been successful with dogs? Amazing. Hey, Terry Dugas is on. What's up, Mark Gordon? All right, Terry. Wow, amazing to have Terry here, an old friend of mine. We go way back in the film business. Awesome, Terry. Hope you're learning lots here. We got a great group. Lots of love here to support you when you want to join in. Maybe you are joined in. I know I owe you a phone call. I had such a busy day. I'll call you tomorrow. But good to see you here, Terry. Awesome. DV Jacobs, I'm sorry, Mark, for not being specific, but I'm actually on Master Fast week 4. I am gassy from the fast. Just wondering how to deal with that. Assume it's toxins. That's what I would say. Yeah, just really still cleaning out that pancreas and GI tract. But great question for the Master Fast board. Those admins over there, 24/7, you guys. Any Master Fast questions, 24/7 over there. Amazing board for any Master Fast questions. Yeah, so yeah, that'd be my guess. Pancreas in the GI tract. Z. Kirstine, how much grape juice should I be drinking a day? Do I dilute it? I'm 120 pounds. You know, in the beginning of, I'm assuming you're talking about the Master Fast. In the beginning of the Master Fast, I was doing a gallon. The first time I did it, I did a 44-day here in the fall. The first time I did 44 days, and I was so freaking hungry. I was drinking a gallon a day of grape juice and lemon. And it started to come down. And by the end, I was barely drinking a quart. So the way I did it was I just drank until I wasn't hungry anymore. And the psyllium pudding really helps you with the hunger too, and the herbs help too. So my call, without being a Master Fast administrator, is drink as much as you want, and that will change. DV, thanks, Mark. Okay, you're welcome, DV. We got Kat. I think we need our pets on veggie food and oats or something. Yeah, you know, I think I want Bitsy to live a long time here, and Stella. So I got to get more diligent about that. Yeah, I'm doing all this work on us and forgetting about the animals so much. But yeah, I don't give her grains, you know, so at least that helps. JM, hi Mark. My wife is having an urgent problem. Seems as if she is having a severe healing crisis. Face gets severe itching and burning. She was almost to the point of a panic attack. Can you call her? You know, have her call me. It's best if people call me. That way, they're putting the first motion in. It's just an energetic thing. People ask me all the time to call their loved ones and this and that, but it really I don't do that. They have to contact me. But yeah, Mark at MarkJamesGordon.com. Mark at MarkJamesGordon.com. Contact me and I'll set you up with a call. Okay. And blessings to your wife, JM. And yeah, I'll just mark it urgent and I'll get back to you right away and try to help. Okay. But yeah, shoot me an email. Okay. So blessings, JM. Be here. Poo is green color. Does it mean I'm not digesting the grape juice properly? Wow. Sounds to me like you're probably flushing that liver and gallbladder. It sounds like you're doing some good work. That would be my call. Again, good question for Masterfast. My call is you're flushing, and you got some bile coming out, which I think is a good sign. On day 17 of my first Masterfast, I had a golden release. I had a bowel movement which is golden. It was this exotic gold kind of shimmering fluid. And Gino told me it was a liver release. It's really awesome. And I tell you, my stomach right in here, this pressure just went right away. And when I lay on the floor, I looked like one of those yogis. My stomach just went in as a divot. I could almost touch my spine, it felt like. All that inflammation was out. It was amazing. But yeah, green is usually bile. So ask them over at the Master Fast. Yeah, good. Sounds like you're doing some deep work there. Blue Karma Bullies. He is doing much better. Big tumor opened up and drained blood lymph 5 days ago, and he's feeling better and adapting to Master Fast system. Loves the pudding. Finished a 22-hour dry fast today. Wow, I can't believe that dogs are doing this. This is absolutely amazing. I learned so much from you guys. Thank you. So this is the tumors are draining on Master Fast in a dog. This is a great testimonial. This is amazing. You ought to put this up. Send this over to Gino, would you? This is amazing. Wow. Jamie Whiteside, do we take ACV and baking soda? Do we take ACV and baking soda energy morning and evening, or only on a 24-hour dry fast? Another good question for Master Fast, you guys. Okay. I know that there are ways to break these dry fasts with this champagne cocktail, apple cider vinegar and baking soda. But the specifics of it is a Master Fast Facebook group question. Okay, it might be in the protocols too. Look at masterfastsystem.com and read the protocol. It might be in there. I think it is in there, as a matter of fact. You don't need to do a post there. So yeah, the whole protocol is listed at the masterfastsystem.com Facebook website. Only blue karma bullies. So the only problem with the dogs is doing the enemas. Yeah, I'm sure they don't like don't like the enemas. They might bite you. Be careful. We got Cheyenne. Welcome back, Cheyenne. How to burn off the ALC? Oh, alcohol in the tincture. Well, you can do it in hot water. You just throw the tinctures in some boiling water, and the alcohol will boil right off. Even super hot water or tea will boil that off. I had tinctures with hot water tea, yeah, but still has too much alcohol for me. I'm a lightweight with alcohol. Well, you can do that repeatedly, or you can just make teas. You know, like I was talking about what I'm doing. Just make teas out of the herbs. Get the raw herbs, the bulk herbs. You can order just, you know, or if you know how to make herbal formulas, or you know, I'm not pushing Giovanna, but I do make the formulas that you can make teas off of, and I'm sure there's other companies doing the same thing. So just make your teas so you don't have to deal with the alcohol. And a lot of people are very sensitive to alcohol, and a lot of people are spiritually against alcohol, or they're in the program or have given up alcohol. They don't want to be triggered. There's a lot of reasons to do teas, you guys. And you know, according to Gino, cooking things opens them up plasmatically. So maybe they're better than tinctures. I don't know. I'm sure you're having a good time on them. They're doing good. We got Michelle from Bangkok, Thailand. Awesome, awesome. We've got an international cast. Yeah, we've got usually have people from New Zealand, Australia, from the UK, from the EU, all over the world. Love it. Blue Karma Bullies, he did a 3-month raw watermelon eating, not juice. Ran last fall, but when winter hit, it was hard to keep him detoxing. Back then, I didn't get him on the herbs fast enough. Wow, this is amazing. These dogs eating watermelon. Absolutely incredible. Cat, no dairy products for 3 years. Congratulations. I'm doing more juice now. Can hardly move sometimes as I work long hours. Yeah. Yeah, depending on what you're doing, you know, if you're sitting a lot or standing a lot, you know, just change it up. Keep things just think about keeping lymph moving, you guys, when you're working, and not stressing out, not overworking yourself physically or mentally, or stressing out too much. But we can work on this. I can work on this Master Fast. I feel really good, and you know, of course, I did some sports and things, so it's one of those fasts that you can do a lot of things with, but don't overdo it. You know, be good to yourself. Stephanie, part of the PTSD comes from all that go into military. It's mandatory that they receive 18 months, 6 shots of anthrax, wreaking havoc on so many, causing many deaths. Yeah, when you sign away on that dotted line with the military, you're giving up your body too. Really sad. And now these states are trying to get you to take these so-called mandatory vaccines. It's all nonsense. They tried to do it with my daughter. I just walked in and asked for the form. Educate yourself, you guys. What they say is fact is usually not fact. You are sovereign over your body. Never forget that. It's universal law. and there's always a way out. You don't have to take, when you take a vaccine, you're going past the blood-brain barrier. This is serious business, and we know that there's mercury in there with the thimerosal. We know there's all kinds of toxins in there. The mercury is a strong neurotoxin to the brain. You don't want that in you. This is my belief. They were caught putting 40 million people got SV40, a cancer virus, in the smallpox vaccine. There's very, very complex nanotechnology going into these, I hear. I don't want it anywhere near me. I'm a natural person. Why would I want this in me? So yeah, get the form, get the exemption, get the religious exemption, the medical exemption, whatever you have to do. As far as healthcare, I am with Liberty Share, libertyshare.com. It is a health share. It is mine. I'm 60 years old. My policy is $157 a month, full coverage, full coverage. Way cheaper than Obamacare. Obamacare, they say that you have to have Obamacare. You're going to get this huge fine. This is Obamacare exempt Liberty Health Share, and Stephanie is going to do it too. So she knows all about it. Wonderful. These health share guys, you don't need to be paying these exorbitant rates and having a $5,000 deductible, $10,000 deductible. It's so much better and a lot cheaper. And these insurance companies are getting rich off of this. They wrote the bill. So, anyways, sorry. Stephanie signed in to effect by Clinton. Also cause deformed babies. If they refuse, they are given jail time and dishonorably discharged. Saw it on episode 6 of Vaccines Revealed. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah. Military, boy. Man. Yeah, you're signing a lot of things away, including your mind. A lot of mind control going in there. Watch Full Metal Jacket. Look at the level of mind control going in on that in boot camp. Unbelievable. Cat, a bunch of wrong programming. Programming is it. Yeah, absolutely. Cortland, do you think all fat is acid mucus forming? I don't think so. I think it's just obstruction. It just blocks things. Actually, fats and lipids are actually alkalizing, but it's gunking you up. Like whole food fats, coconut, cacao, and avocado. Yeah, I love avocado. I do it while I'm on my regular diet. Just do it in moderation. I do coconut milk, coconut water, cacao. I do them all. Just in moderation. Absolutely. Okay, so Stephanie, yes, Shane was there. Steve and Ian, yeah. Shane Goulden was there in May for level 1. Steve Factor and Ian. What is Ian's last name again? He's the bodybuilder who's doing this. Looks wonderful. Yeah, so Stephanie, I want to do that. I have the alcohol. I need to order from you ASAP. Absolutely. We got Cheyenne, how to incorporate daily sauna, which needs to be drinking liquid and still get kidney filtration. Do the juice. Do the juice. You can do the saunas and do the grape juice. That's super hydrating as your liquid. Yeah, do not do the saunas while dry fasting, guys. That's just too much. Way too much, in my view. Cat, I healed leaky gut with slippery elm. Awesome. Yeah, slippery elm is so gelatinous and it coats everything. It gives the body a chance to heal and it neutralizes acids. It's wonderful. I have all over pain and digestive problems. Yeah, slippery elm marshmallow. Really great to have in your emergency kit, you guys. Because we can all go through these detoxes where we uncover a hot spot and now we're dying and we got to have these things to relieve us. Okay, Matt Barron. Hi, Mark. Do you sell adrenal glandulars? I don't. But I think you can get them off Amazon.com. I think they might even have the pure formula. Or go to pureformulas.com and see if they can sell them to you. But I don't. Dr. Morse does. And so good luck, Matt. Stephanie, speaking of glandulars, hardly use them. Trying Terry's iodine, 3 herbs in a vegan capsule, 1 a day with food. It really works, increasing my energy. Just letting you know my experience. Terry's iodine, 3 herbs. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of vegans won't do these glandulars. So good. So you're trying to kick up that thyroid, Steph? Is that what's going on? Matt, is it okay to have the broom herb in capsule while on the master fast. That's what I did. I did that, and I'm still doing a little bit of that. The GI broom is wonderful. It just tastes like hell. Gino has got a GI tincture. I have a GI boost, which you can make teas or tinctures out of. But technically, it's herb, whole herbs that are gonna turn on the digestion. So he doesn't recommend it. I've done it. Fantastic mucoid plaque, fantastic healing. So yeah, it's not exact master fast though. Okay, but it worked for me. Stephanie, infrared sauna. Dr. Morse doesn't like the infrared saunas because they are isolated radiation, and he doesn't like isolated chemistries or radiations. Okay, I bought a fur, real and love it. So wait a minute, you're a vegan and you bought a fur? You're just playing around, aren't you? Okay, Stephanie, very funny. Rosaline, thanks for answering the question regarding adrenals. You bet. No, my BP is not that low. It's a friend is a different country sleeping at the moment. Okay, good. Okay, good. Glad you're helping your friend, Rosaline. That's what it's all about. Like I say over and over, I'm going to repeat it again. Healing is a flow. It's a circuit. You have to give. As you receive, give. So as you receive healing, tell people about it. Spread the word, okay? And get the flow. And we need to help our fellow man. This planet is really sick. Okay, we need the healing, everybody. Okay, Lindsay, welcome, Lindsay. I think you might be new, Lindsay. Tips for getting rid of Candida overgrowth. Yeah, here's the catch-22. Fruit feeds Candida. Fruit sugar feeds Candida. So do all sugars. Cannot avoid sugar. No way, no how. How do you avoid sugar in life? You can't. The body runs on it. Okay, so you want the kind of fruit sugar that goes right into the cells, is metabolized very quickly. And you love the fruit and the fruit juice because it dissolves mucus. Okay, so you got to dissolve mucus to remove the obstructions that the Candida overgrowth is sitting in. It's overgrowing because your lymph system's stagnant and it can't move out of the body. So you got to get the lymph moving by dissolving the mucus, and fruit really helps that. Okay, and so that's the only way to do it. You got to move lymph. You got to get on a detox. Got to get the kidneys filtering. You got to get the lymph moving. You got to get the lymph nodes cleaned up. You've got to get the stomach and bowels detoxing. You got to get on some anti-parasitic herbs. Herbs won't work unless you're moving lymph. Catch-22. You can take all these herbs, but if it can't get to where that stagnation is, then it festers and festers. That's why people, decades, they can't get pardon me, dry fasting is sometimes it's a little scratchy, but sometimes we we can't get the herbs to where they need to go. So Parasite M is wonderful. Anti-parasite herbs and moving lymph is the only way to do this, in my view. Okay, it does work. It does take time, but the time is now to get on it, because Candida overgrowths hurt everything. They obstruct the body like crazy. They thicken lymph all over the body. So good luck to you, Lindsay. Stephanie, that is very low. I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know, Steph. I lost that thread there. Okay, so Parambody, Mark, my BP is around 90 over 60. That's low. My concern with licorice is that it will also raise my bottom number. Should I still take it? Well, yeah, your bottom number is going to raise no matter what. That's why you have to clean the kidneys as you move up the adrenals. Low blood pressure is really high blood pressure. High blood pressure is really low blood pressure. So yes, as you raise, let's say you go from 90 to 100 on that upper number because of the licorice, it's also going to raise that lower number. So now you're up to 68, 70 on that lower number. So you got to keep cleaning the kidneys as you do this. Okay, it's a little tricky. But yeah, you take licorice for that upper number, not that lower number. Okay. The Natural Way of Healing. Welcome back. Just tuned in. Greetings from Thailand. Now we got Thailand on board. Excellent. Good to have you here. Stephanie, we always in detoxing get worse before we get better. Yeah. It's the bow. The bow has to be pulled back before the arrow can shoot forward. Okay. That's a very I think I learned that from Sun Tzu, The Art of War. So yes, it's very Confucius, at least, right? Stephanie, okay, so good. Be here. I'm making pudding with psyllium, clay, and charcoal. I have Dr. Morse's GI Room capsules too. Can I add them to the mix? If so, how much should I add? Okay, great question. The answer is no. I'll tell you why. You take the GI Broom, right? It's got all these wonderful, wonderful herbs in there, okay? And then you go ahead and throw some psyllium and some clay and some charcoal in there. A lot of it, it's going to absorb a lot of those herbs. You're going to lose the power of that. I know Dr. Morse puts a little bit in there, but when you start hitting it with a bunch of this clay, especially the clay and the charcoal, it's going to absorb a lot of the power. So do your GI Broom capsules and then wait an hour at least, and then hit it with the pudding. You know, I take the pudding with my juice. Okay, so wait at least an hour. Some say 2. I think an hour is fine. Kat, thank you. You're welcome, Kat. Stephanie, do you have any thoughts on Dr. Morse mentioned this a few times? Irish sea moss. And Sebi had Irish sea moss with bladderwhack. You know anything about these? Yeah, these are wonderful as far as the parathyroid and the getting minerals, good, a good balance of minerals into the body. The kelps and Irish mosses and things like that are really, really good for that. I'm not so sure about the bladderwhack, but they're just high in mineral content, and they've got iodine, so they're just holistic. Wonderful. Yeah, good stuff. Be here. Level 1 course just got full, and happy that I booked them yesterday. Oh wow, it's all filled up. Good for God. This is taking off, you guys. You're going to have such a great time. You're going to meet so many neat people. Absolutely incredible. And the fruit is awesome. I mean, I had jackfruits and durians and star fruits, and the mangoes were fantastic. Hannah, holistic pet vet, Dr. Karen Becker. Wealth of good info. Wonderful. Thank you. And for taking care of fur babies. Great. Oh boy, here we go. Nice yawn. Oh, I'm hitting the wall a little bit. Oh, good. We're only at an hour and 20. We're gonna go. We're gonna answer you all. All right. So just do a little detoxing here. Oh man. Feeling the dry, fasting mouth, real dry. Harm body about grapes being toxic for dogs. I read that this causes kidney failure and that the reason is unknown. Maybe too aggressive for detox symptoms, considering how extremely bad regular dog food is. Could be moving lymph. Healing crisis in the dogs is mistaken as I'm getting real sick. I don't know. Let's go look at Dr. Karen, I think it was, and yeah, let's see about that. Karen Becker, yeah, don't know, just not an expert on these dogs, but I should be. I'm gonna get better at it. Stephanie, the master for the master fast, I have Bowel 1 and Bowel 2. Wonder if I can open up Bowel 1 to take, so I'm not consuming anything. Bowel 1 to take. I don't know. I don't understand the question. If you're doing master fast, you don't want to take the capsules because it turns on digestion. Can you do it? I mean, I had good success with it. That's a good question for the Master Fast board. Z. Kirstine, thank you for everything, Mark. You're welcome. Stephanie, Mark rocks. You rock, Steph. Doing some deep healing, Stephanie. I met Stephanie actually at Dr. Morse's, level 2. We got a lot of downloads from that, man. It was so neat. He said at the end, he said, this is really a blessed group, and so I just wanted you to know lots of healing angels showed up. And someone said, "Did you see them in the room?" He said, "Oh yeah, they were here." So he sees into other dimensions. That man, he travels the universe with his astral travel. It's so neat to hear spiritual stories, isn't it? Wonderful. Hannon, before I read about supposedly toxic food for dogs, my Schnauzer Wooly loved grapes, but I had to bite them in half for him first. He also loved corn on the cob and bananas. He lived to 14. That's pretty good mileage for a Schnauzer. I guess you were doing good there. Be here. And as herbal teas are better than tinctures, are herbal teas better than tinctures as teas are fresh? I think it's just, I don't know if they're better. The jury's out on that. Fresh herbs are the best. I just think that, I don't know. Maybe the whole cooking thing makes them stronger. I just don't know. Tinctures are raw, so if your raw food is good, they just don't have the alcohol. There's pluses and minuses, goods and bads, you guys. I think it's your call. Try them both. I'm doing great on the teas. I love them. They're so easy. I can make a batch of tea so quick. You know, just scoop, 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 scoop. Throw it in the water. Bring the water to a boil. Turn it down. Simmer for 20 minutes. Leave it on the counter overnight. I got my tea. I got 3 days of tea in just you know, about, I don't know, 5 minutes of work, you know, and a minute of boiling, and then 20 minutes of simmering to watch the pot a little bit. Set it on a timer and you're fine. There's hardly any work involved. JM, thank you. You're welcome, JM. DV Jacobs, hey Mark. So can you get selling in body while doing dry fasts? I noticed this. Selling in body. Can you get selling in body? Boy, I'm trying to decipher that, DV. Hit me up. Swelling. Oh, there you did. Okay. While doing dry fasts. I imagine you could. I imagine you get some swelling. Anytime you're uncovering toxins and acids, you're going to get swelling. Possibly, yeah. You might get kidney swelling. Could happen. Yeah. Could be a healing reaction. Jeannie, hello everyone. Hey, welcome back, Jeannie. I remembered the group live show just now. Hope everyone is well. We're doing great. We're having a great talk here. Thanks for joining us. Stephanie, I so need to get an order in with you tomorrow for the teas. Order up. We'll get them out to you. I'm not vibing with anything alcohol. Good. We'll make the teas. I do have Dr. Morse herbs, many of them. Yeah, you know, you can make a donation if you're going to give up on those. I think Dr. Morse takes donations back. Might get a tax write off of that and help a lot of people. All you people that want to switch to teas, yeah, I want to get rid of those. If you can't handle them, Dr. Morse takes donations, and I think we should do that, you guys. Anybody who's just not using their herbs, if you could do that, or maybe there was one that didn't work for you, you can send it back. I don't know if he takes unopened or opened ones. Helen, you're a natural at this, Mark. Oh, thanks, Helen. I so enjoy listening and learning with you. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. God, thanks. Fruits, berries, and melons. Hi, Mark. Your circulation formula. You remove the cayenne and garlic. Is it still a good circulation formula with these two spices? Without these two spices, yeah, there's things like prickly ash bark, and there's some other circulation herbs in there. Butcher's broom. So give it a try. Give it a try. Yeah. You know, guys, if you want to add more circulation, just put a couple pinches of cayenne in there on your own. You know. So yeah, just if you want to up it, go for it. Garlic is a fantastic antiviral too. So yeah, you know, play around. Absolutely. Stephanie, mercury and aluminum, polysorbate 80, many others are these are super toxic, and the mercury and aluminum add up and accumulate in the body. Vaccines revealed. Yeah, vaccines revealed, you guys. I got to check this out. I know, Steph, you sent me a link. I haven't had a chance. I've been so busy. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you on that. But yeah, good call. Be here. Vaccines revealed. Be here. Can we have the tinctures and all the tea boosters together to increase potency during master fast? Oh wow, man! If you want to go to that level, that's a lot of herbs. If you can handle it, just do what you can handle. That's all I can say to you. Steer the course. That's a good master fast system question. Like Dr. Schultz says, you know, most people don't push it hard enough, but don't hurt yourself. You know, if you start to really get reactions, you know, you got to back off. We got to steer the course. Stephanie Ross, Ian Michael Myers is the man. What guy looks great, weightlifter. You know, bodybuilder. I think he's healing from something and looks fantastic, and is doing the Dr. Morse detoxification and herbs and all that. Fruitarian. Da Words 2007. Do porcelain crowns cause mercury poisoning? I don't think they do. I think porcelain's a very inert thing. It might be depending on what's holding them, what's bonding them, things like that. But porcelain in itself is very inert. Helen, eating less is allowing my confidence to come back. Yeah. It's very strange. I trust my thoughts more without the food. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, when we get control over this tongue, I mean, we have such control over the body and the mind, you guys. And toxicity really affects the brain. I know that when I clear the bowels before bed, I sleep better. I have better dreams. I think better. I'm just in a better mood. I know to do an enema when I start getting in a bad mood. Here's Bitsy. Bitsy's up and running. There she is. There she is. She had a good little nap. Okay, good. We're talking about you. We might make you a fruitarian. We'll have to see. Such a good soul here. All right. Yeah. So yeah, it is neat. You know, there's a lot of stuff in the food, I guess. I trust my thoughts more without the food. Yeah. Congratulations. Awesome. Stephanie, yes, kicked up the thyroid, met the owner of this huge company. He really stands for goodness. Try iodine, Terry, naturally, 180 capsules, dietary supplement taken with food. Okay, so we'll look into that. Thank you. Brooke is back. Hey, Mark. I know for me personally, the slippery elm is attractive to my body since it smells and tastes so delicious. Yeah, absolutely. Almost a maple type taste and smell. It's a wonderful herb. It's such a great healer and such a great emergency kit herb. Absolutely. Stephanie, LOL, for real is the brand of the infrared sauna. Hippocrates. Okay, for real brand infrared sauna. Thanks for the reminder, Dr. Morse thoughts on infrared. I have mine and I do like it. Okay, good. It's working for you. Good. Victor, it's insane how much mucoid plaque I'm getting rid of. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? These long strands of this crap. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, Stephanie, I need to figure out how to clear out my head to cause elimination. Oh boy. So the neurolymphatic points, they're right here. My videos on my website, just look up neurolymphatic massage or just massage. It'll get you there. Really helps. Ear candling helps. The herbs help. Be careful moving too much lymph. You got a tumor. Be careful about that. Get some guidance on that. You know, hot and cold showers, things like this. Yeah, just detoxing the body, detoxing the colon, especially the transverse colon, helps move lymph. Okay, and alkalize, Steph. You know that. Okay. Um, all right. I was referring on that was very low in blood pressure. You were speaking of. Okay, good. Victor, I've been getting a bunch of people on it. 4 started today. Holy cow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 4 started the Master Fast today. Very good, Victor. Just make sure that they understand what they're doing and they educate themselves, okay? And that they're ready and they know when to back off, okay? Victor, hey, Mark, do you mix your teas? Do you mix up your teas? I started with kidney tea. Now I'm on adrenal tea, the lymphatic tea, a week and a half of each. Which is your sequence, Mark? You know, I take them all together while I'm on this master fast. Um, you know, Dr. Morse does have a system depending on what you're going through. But, you know, I always do the Fab 4 or Fab 5. I always do a kidney. I always do a lymphatic. I always do a GI tract. And I always do a lymph puller and an adrenal. The Fab 5 is always the foundation. But then you can add things that you need. You know, say that, oh God, I think I need a little more, you know, nerve boost, or I think I need a pancreas boost, pituitary boost, you know, a parathyroid boost, whatever you think you need. Then you add those. But I'm always on that standard 4 or 5. Okay. But yeah, if I wrote you a protocol, I'd probably give you a sequence depending on what you're going through. Okay. And take a look, you guys, at Dr. Morse's standard 14-week protocol. He'll show you a basic sequence there. That'll help you with the sequencing of this, okay? Be here. How long did it take to gain weight back? Good question. I think after the initial drop of 12, 15 pounds in the beginning, I stabilized. And then when I got off, it took a few weeks to start seeing it come back. Have you gained weight only on fruits, or have you taken something specific to gain weight? No, just on fruits. Fruits are my normal thing, which is, you know, my normal without detoxing is fruits, fruit juices, and salads, and some cooked. Very little cooked, but you know, some soups and things like that, and some cheats. Avocado on my little rice tortilla is one of my favorite cheats. I make it look like a pizza. I'll take a little bit of rice tortilla, a quarter of the tortilla from Trader Joe's. I'll toast it. I'll put on some avocado, which is a fruit, by the way. I'll slice up some olives, which are fruits, by the way. I'll slice up some tomatoes, which are fruits, by the way. And I've got basically a fruit pizza. that tastes fantastic. It feels like I'm cheating, but I'm not. I love it, and it helps. Yeah, it just it helps me, I guess, gain a little weight and get a little fat in me. So not necessary, but it feels like I'm having a good cheat, kind of a semi cheat, I guess. So things like that, and once in a while I'll go out for a little bit of Indian food, Chinese food, Thai food, but keep it real light. And I got to be real careful where I go. Um, and some tortillas, some we got a great spot here in Ventura. If you ever come up, it's on the pier. It's called Eric's on the Pier, and or no, it's called the Beach House. The Beach House. It's a taco place, but they've got some vegan taco or vegetable tacos over there. They're amazing. So I'll have the tortilla, and what they do is instead of the fish or the meat, what you can do, you can have them just do avocado guacamole or whatever, but with the other veggies. But they'll do a chili. They'll cook a chili and they'll stuff it with carrots and I think zucchini and a little bit of cheese. I don't know if you can have them hold the cheese, but they'll put that. That's kind of their vegetarian taco, and that is a great cheat. I can have one of those and I feel okay. It takes me down in energy, of course, but I don't hurt after it. So you just learn your cheats. But I'm mostly fruit and salads. That's the bulk of everything. So I was gaining weight fine just with that. So yeah, comes right back. Fruits, berries, and melons it's the non-organic grapes that hurt dogs because they have pesticides. Wow. Okay. Maybe they're more sensitive to the pesticides. Wow. Matt Barron, is there licorice in your Heaven's 11 herbs? There's licorice root in the adrenal formula, and I think there might be in one. You have to read, okay? I think that's it. I think there might be one more though, so check it out. I put a little bit in though, guys. It's no more than 10-15%. Okay, so it isn't a lot, but it's in there. If you're really way up there in blood pressure, you may want to look at that. But it's not much. But it's definitely in the adrenal. Okay, that's a serious adrenal bumper there, you guys. I made it for that to really help people out because you can do the balanced glands unless unless you really need that kidney to. I'm sorry, those adrenals to really pump up. Okay, so just look at the label, Matt. It'll have it on there, but I believe it's one or two, the adrenals and maybe one other. Okay, so here we go. We got Blue Karma Bullies, Parma Body. It has been a big adjustment for all of us. It was certainly a life or death situation for him, and we are taking it day by day. He is having his ups and downs as well as I am. God bless you for saving your dog's life, and we wish you blessings there. And let us know, how you're steering the course and all that. A lot of dogs get these tumors and go down. It's real sad. I had a friend lose his dog years ago, and it's still affecting him. And the dog, just super healthy, vibrant dog, was gone within weeks. So sad. Some days I have a hard time keeping up hope. He'll have a bad night and then he'll be fine the next day. Okay, well, God bless him. Rosaline, if anyone wants to donate herbs and tinctures, so many need them. Facebook, the helping herb. Wow, Facebook, the helping herb. Awesome. That's great. I was referred there. Wonderful. Great. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Ronnie on base. Hey, Ronnie, welcome back. So do you think infrared sauna is better than a steam sauna in getting lymph to move? I like the steam and the dry myself. And Dr. Morse does too. I think he likes steam the best. I guess it really, either one, either steam or dry, I think is good. Blood pressure, Matt is 96 over 62. So you got room. You can do some licorice. Licorice and maybe bump it up with a adrenal glandular. Make sure that pituitary is working good. I can't remember the protocol I wrote for you, Matt, but make sure the pituitary is working good. You're draining that head. I don't know if you bumped that pituitary with the glandular, but there's things you can do. Get a hold of me. I'll help you. Of course. Victor, thank you, Victor. Victor, what is the best advice you can give me when it comes to herbs? How many herbs do you use in one tea? Is there a limit or rule of thumb? Gosh, I don't know. I'd have to look at what's going on with you. I know that, I'm doing 12 herbs, I'm fine. More the merrier. You got to know your limitations, though. It's hard to know without knowing much more about you, Victor. But get a hold of me, and I can help you. Mark at MarkJamesGordon.com. Let me know a little bit more about what you're going through, and I can help you. Okay, Helen, I'm calling Regenerative Detox the path of the Holy Grail. Absolutely, because I truly believe it is. I do too. I mean, think about it, how simple, guys. We're just removing out the acids and toxins out of the sewer system of the body. It surrounds every cell so they don't get hurt. It's so simple and so vital, and we're seeing the healing. What are the chalices? Signing off tonight. Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Helen. What are the chalices? I don't know. I wish I knew. But good night, Helen. Thank you. Ashley's back from now. We have a Canadian. We've got a Canuck on board. Thanks, Mark. Good night. Happy fasting, everyone. We'll be in touch, Mark. Good, Ashley. Hope you're doing great. Look forward to hearing from you. Yeah, we were going to help you on something. So yeah, get a hold of me. Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Gosh, I think we're through the stack. Oh, wait a minute. Oop, I'm sorry. I think we are through the stack. I think we got it. I think we're done here. I can't believe it. I think I got to everybody. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sheila, great information. Mark, have a great rest of the night. You too, Sheila. Yeah, thank you, everybody. About a minute, hour and 45 minutes. Not bad. You guys went easy on me tonight. You showed mercy because I'm detoxing. So, so good. Well, thanks, everybody. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, to all share and learn new things, and blessings to all beings that are suffering, of course. Yeah, including this fabulous 11-year-old pit bull, and so glad the tumors are draining. And but anyways, blessings to everyone. Lots of support through the week at the group fast spring equinox 2017. Come and join us. And learn more about this, you guys. It's such a lifesaver. It makes life so much better, and we can all be healing guides once we understand this and do it on ourselves and really understand it and have faith and confidence in it. Then we're guiding other people. We all have the potential of being healing guides that know how to heal ourselves. So good night, everybody. We'll see you here next week, and I'm gonna try to do one of those Zoom talks where 50 of us can join in. It's gonna be awesome. So signing off from Bitsy and I from Ventura, and love you all, and thanks so much for sharing and being a part of this fantastic movement. So everyone's saying good night, and good night to all, and God bless, and we'll see you next week.